My name is Ajay, and today, I want to tell you the story of a man who was born in the darkness of discrimination but became the light for an entire nation. This is not just the story of a person. This is the story of a revolution. This is the story of Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, the man who changed the destiny of millions through education, courage, and justice. Dr. Ambedkar was born on the 14th of April 1891 in a small town called Bhau, in present-day Madhya Pradesh. He was born in a poor Dalit family. His father was in the British Army, so discipline and education were always a part of his life. But in those times, being a Dalit meant you were not treated like a human being. You were called untouchable. You were not allowed to enter temples. You were not allowed to drink water from the common well. You were not allowed to touch anything that upper caste people used. Even in schools, Dalit children had to sit outside the classroom. They could listen to the teacher from the window but were not allowed to sit inside. From his early childhood, Ambedkar saw the pain of inequality. He felt it every day. Even though he was smart, disciplined, and curious, society saw only his caste, not his character. Let me tell you one real incident from his childhood that left a deep scar on his heart. Once, little Bhimrao and his siblings had to travel from their school to their father's home in another town. They were very small. Their father had arranged for a bullock cart through a letter, and they carried it with them. When they reached the station, they asked the cart drivers to take them. But the moment the drivers found out that the children were from the Mathur caste, they refused. No one was ready to even touch them, let alone give them a ride. The children waited for hours in the heat, without food or water. They begged the drivers. Finally, one man agreed to take them but said he would not touch the reins of the bullock cart. That responsibility was given to young Bhimrao himself. Imagine this: a small boy, sitting in a bullock cart, holding the reins, trying to control the animals, tired, hungry, scared. And all this only because of his caste. That journey was long. The road was difficult. But the pain that hurt him the most was the pain of rejection. The pain of being treated like dirt even though he had done nothing wrong. That day, something changed inside him. He didn't cry. He didn't break. Instead, he made a promise to himself that one day, he would rise above this hatred, and he would fight it not with anger, but with knowledge. From that point onward, education became his biggest weapon. He completed his schooling in Bombay, but discrimination followed him everywhere. He was not allowed to sit with others. He had to carry his own gunny bag to sit on because the school wouldn't give him a seat. Still, he never gave up. His talent and hard work caught the attention of the Maharaja of Baroda, who gave him a scholarship to study abroad. He went to Columbia University in New York and completed his master's and PhD in economics. Later, he went to London and studied law at the London School of Economics and Gray's Inn. He became one of the most highly educated Indians of his time. But when he returned to India, nothing had changed. People still saw his caste before his capability. That was when Ambedkar decided he would not remain silent. He started writing articles, giving speeches, and organizing people. He founded newspapers like Muknayak to give voice to those who had no platform. He organized marches and movements to demand entry into temples, access to public water, and equal rights in schools and jobs. He said clearly that caste is a poison that is destroying the soul of India. He believed in peaceful protest. He believed in law and justice. But he was also fearless. He said, "We are not asking for charity. We are asking for our rights." When India got independence in 1947, Prime Minister Nehru chose Dr. Ambedkar to be the chairman of the drafting committee for the Indian Constitution. That was a moment of history. A boy who was once made to sit outside the classroom was now writing the rules that would define the nation. He took this responsibility with great seriousness. He made sure that every citizen, whether rich or poor, high caste or low caste, man or woman, would have equal rights. He gave us freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to equality. He also introduced reservations, not as a gift, but as a way to fix centuries of injustice. Ambedkar believed that social justice must go hand in hand with political freedom. But even after giving us such a powerful constitution, he was not done. He kept fighting for social reform till his last breath. In 1956, tired of caste discrimination and deeply studying many religions, Ambedkar converted to Buddhism. He said, "I was born a Hindu, but I will not die a Hindu." He wanted to leave behind a caste-free path for millions to follow. On December 6, 1956, the nation lost this great leader. But even though he is not with us physically, his thoughts, his courage, and his vision continue to guide us. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar proved that no matter where you are born, what matters is what you do with your life. He showed us that knowledge is power, that courage is greater than fear, that change is possible if we stand for what is right. He gave us 3 powerful words: educate, agitate, organize. These are not just slogans. These are weapons against injustice. I am Ajay, and I shared this story with you because I believe it is our duty to remember real heroes. People who changed the world not by force, but by ideas. Not by hate, but by hope. If this story inspired you, if it made you feel something, then please like this video. And if you want to listen to more real stories of courage and change, then subscribe to this channel. Let's keep learning. Let's keep growing. And let's never forget where we come from and where we can go. And if you want to hear more real stories of struggle, courage, and true change, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Your 1 like and 1 subscribe means a lot. It gives me the strength to keep bringing you more powerful and meaningful content. My name is Ajay. See you in the next video with a new story and a new journey. Hi Bem. Hi Bharat.